No sleeper seats, that's a mattress. No sleeper seats, that's a mattress. You ain't stingy, split.
Hey guys, it's Earthbound the Immortals here with a new video. I'm trying out what ifs. So I'm gonna do a what if. This is what if Deku had the Digi Spirit Lobomon, the Guardian of Light. So we're gonna start this off with Hisashi running down the street. He's running and running. He's all sweaty. He's taking off his tie, his jacket, because his wife is giving birth today. And he wants to make it, but he was stuck at work. And then he got stuck in traffic, so he had to get out of the taxi and start running. Well, on the way, he sees this old lady on the side of the street who's selling toys. There's a set of toys. There's All Might, an Endeavor, a Hawk, other miscellaneous heroes that vary between elements and what they do and how they act. And as he's running, he gets a little tired, so he stops in front of the lady. And the lady says, "Oh, dearie, dearie, you look like you're a father to me." As he looks at the old lady, saying, "Yeah, my wife is giving birth right now." "Oh, how about a toy for the new baby? Everybody likes heroes. I have All Might, Endeavor, Hawks, other heroes that little dearies might love." As he looks down, checking out the toys. They look high quality. Where'd you get them? "Oh dear, I made them. My toys are special, handmade and ready for play, for years and years on end." As he rubs his chin, saying, "It would be a good birthday present." "Okay, how much for the All Might? Because, like, everybody likes All Might, I guess. He might like All Might too in the future." Since the day you're going to be a father, this one's free. This one is free." "What? Are you sure?" "Yes. Just remember, my toys are special." As Hisashi grabs the All Might and waves goodbye, saying, Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I'll make sure he takes very good care of it." As she says, "That is one down." And we cut back to Hisashi. He makes it to the hospital. He runs into the room, yells, honey, are you okay? Is he born? Is he fine?" And then he looks down. She's holding a little bundle of joy, saying, "Well, meet your new son. I named him Izuku Midoriya." Hisashi says, "That's a beautiful name. And look, little Izu, I got a little present for you." As he jingles the little All Might toy in front of the baby's face, the baby's eyes start lighting up as it starts smiling and laughing, and grabs the toy and immediately puts its head in his mouth. As Hisashi quickly rips it away, saying, No, don't put it in your mouth. And Izu starts crying. So he gives it back to him. Now, we're gonna skip to when he's 3 years old. Hisashi's been gone more and more. Inko doesn't really notice anything different. She just thinks, "Oh, he's working too. He's working very hard. It's fine. So, Izu's outside playing with his little All Might in the park when he sees his friend Kachan. So he yells, "Kachan, come! What are you doing?" Oh, Deku, we're gonna go to the forest and go collect bugs. But Kachan, isn't the forest dangerous? Deku, we're gonna be fine. We're future heroes. Are you sure, Kachan? Should we tell our parents where we're gonna go? See, this is why you're a Deku. We don't have to tell our parents. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be there and back. We're just collecting bugs. And Deku says, "Oh, okay, I'll come too." As Kachan says, "Oh, okay, let's go." Izuku, clutching his All Might toy, runs behind the little gang. They're in the forest. They're walking around. They see a log growing over a river, and Kachan, being the leader of the group, goes first, and he slips and almost hits his head in the river. But just before he hits his head, he feels a splash, and he wakes up not feeling as hurt as he thought he would from hitting his head, and then he looks and he says, "Deku, what did you do? You needed help, so I grabbed you." "I didn't need your help, Deku. I could have did it my own self. I'm gonna be a hero." And Izuku's like, "I know. I'm sorry, Kachan." And then he looks down at his knee and sees that he's bleeding, and he starts crying. And Kachan's like, "Oh, let's go. Auntie Inko will patch you up." As he nods his head, gripping his All Might, as he starts to feel a little bit better, as though he feels his light in his chest just burn, making him feel right, making him feel okay. And he doesn't even know, and he does not know why. He doesn't know why. So he then starts walking home. Then now we're gonna go to him in preschool when he's 4 years old. The day of quirk testing. He's just holding his All Might toy like always. He's playing his All Might toy. He's playing with it. He's running around, making it fly like a little kid does. Even though he knows All Might can't fly, he just does it. And then everybody in the class just started showing off their quirks that they got. Everybody's using them, showing them off. The teacher's smiling, and Kachan's making sparks appear in his hands. Everybody's around him saying, "Oh, that's such a flashy quirk. You're gonna be such a great hero." And he says, Yeah, I know. Noah's better than me. I'm number one. I'm gonna be the number one hero." And then Kachan looks at Izuku and says, "Deku." As Izuku looks up, Huh? "Aren't you going to the quirk doctor today?" Izuku says, "Yeah, I'm going today. My mom says after school." "Well, I don't care. Whatever, it doesn't matter what quirk you get. I'm still gonna be better than you. You're nothing more. I'm still gonna be better than you." So, after school, Inko picks him up. Hisashi, for the first time in a while, even surprising, Inko is right there, smiling ear to ear, grinning in his head. "Oh my God! Finally! All these years of raising Izu, maybe finally it'll finally pay off." Because what Inko doesn't know is Hisashi is buried in debt. He owes a lot of money to a lot of people. as 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 he starts sighing in the car. Okay, everybody, let's go. They all like Izuku yells, "Woo!" as they head over to the twerk doctor. Now the doctor, they start doing all their tests, and then the doctor comes back, and he looks at Hisashi, he looks at Inko, he looks at little Deku, he looks at little Izu with the brightest smile on his face, like shaking back and forth with excitement, a sparkle in his eye, as he sits down and rubs his the place between your nose and your eyes and says, "I'm sorry to say this, Mr. and Mrs. Midoriya, but your son is quirkless." The room goes silent. Izuku stops. Hisashi looks shocked and angry. Inko just saying, "What?" As the doctor says, "May I ask, what are you two's quirks?" As Hisashi says, "I can breathe fire." And Inko says, "I can levitate small objects." I see. Well, usually a child would get one or a combination of those two quirks. But you see, puts the x-ray onto the machine and says, he has the extra pinky joint in his pinky toe, which is a telltale sign of someone being quirkless. Hisashi bangs his hand onto the desk and says, "That's impossible! No! There's no way my son could be quirkless! There's no way my son could be useless!" As Inko says, "Honey, what do you mean useless?" Looking at Izu and Hisashi, Inko looking at Deku and Hisashi. Hisashi looking at Inko saying, "Nothing, woman. Okay, let's go. Let's just go. Let's go home." As Hisashi just yanks Izuku by his arm, pulling him very roughly. Inko looking shocked, saying, "Don't pull him that hard." The doctor sighing, saying, "There goes another one. Next." Now shoot to Hisashi and Inko in the car. Hisashi saying, Fuck. I can't believe my own son is quirkless. No. And Inko looking at him saying, "What is wrong with you?" And he looks at Inko saying, "You. I blame you, woman. You gave me a useless heir. I need some space." He parks the car and just gets out. He just gets out of the car. Inko yelling, "What are you doing? I need space, woman." As he just walks off into nowhere, and Inko gets in the driver's seat and says, "It's okay, Izu. We're gonna go home and Daddy's gonna be back soon." So they get home. Izuku's crying. He's watching his favorite All Might video, clutching his All Might toy. He feels the light trying to make him feel better, but it's not fully working this time. As he looks back and sees his mom and says, "Mom, can I be a hero?" As Inko looks dead into Izuku's eyes and starts crying. And I'm sorry, Izu. I'm sorry. Which makes Izuku just cry harder and harder. As he clutches his All Might toy, as a little crack forms on it from how hard he's holding it. And without either of them noticing, a little light seeps out and then stops. And Izuku just stops crying and says, "Okay, I can still be a hero." As Inko looks at him and says, "That's my boy." Now, when he went to the preschool the next day, everybody was asking, "What's your quirk? What's your quirk?" As he starts rubbing his shoulders. I'm quirkless." Everyone's face went pale. The teachers had a face of disgust as they said, "Ah, a freaking quirkless kid in my class? Ugh, what a waste." As Kacha says, "Deku! See, I knew you would live up to your nickname. You are useless." As everyone starts putting him down and he holds his little All Might toy. As another crack starts forming, this one a little bit bigger, and the light this time hitting him directly as he says, "I don't care. I'm still gonna be a hero." Everyone looked shocked. That's out of character for Izuku. He never gives out outbursts. As Izuku looks around and says, Huh? What was that?" in his head. So the next day, he starts playing in the playground. He's looking around, just playing with his All Might, getting on the swings, as he sees Bakugo and his two goons bully this one kid. Izuku couldn't stand for this. He wants to be a hero. So he jumps into the fray. He stands in between Bakugo and the kid and says, "Kachan, what are you doing? Bullying is wrong." As Bakugo says, "Get out of the way, Deku. Unless you want to get hurt first." "But Kachan, this isn't what makes a hero." And Bakugo says, "I don't care. He has a useless quirk. He's useless just like you. But if you don't want to move, then I guess I'll have to get you first." And as Bakugo then looks behind Izuku and smiles and says, "Hey kid, if you don't want to get beat up, help us beat up this quirkless loser." Deku saying, "But I'm helping him. You never..." His sentence gets cut off as he feels a shove from his back, knocking him over as he looks behind him saying, Why? I'm sorry. I don't want to get beat up today." As they all start kicking him, he's clutching his All Might as hard as he's ever clutched with both hands. As they keep kicking, punching, like hitting him with explosions. The dude with the wings hitting him with his wings. The dude with the long fingers using them like whips, making marks on his body. As the All Might figure breaks. It breaks in Izuku's hands. Everybody looks around as a bright light just appears, and a figure appears in Izuku's head, saying, "So, you finally broke the seal, young one." Izuku looking around. "Wait, what? What is this place? What happened? Where am I?" The spirit says, "Calm down. I'm here to help you. You can think of me as your guardian angel." Izuku looking, tilting his head sideways. "Guardian angel?" "Yes, the one that looks after you. The one that made you feel better. The one that made you feel you could still be a hero." As Izuku's saying, "That was you?" "Yes, that was me, child. Now, I can't let them keep doing this to you. No matter how much They try to put you down. Even with my little, and I do mean little, all that confidence is in you. Intervention, you still persevere. You are worthy. Deku looks sideways, saying, "Worthy of what?" "My power, of course. I'm not just your guardian angel. I'm what you would call the guardian spirit of light. My name is Lobomon." And Deku says, "Lobomon? Why does that feel familiar?" "Because I've been with you your whole life. You've been holding me, playing with me, taking care of me. Now it's time for me to do the same for you. Hold out your hands." As Zuko holds his hands out, and a digivice appears in his hands, as he says, What's this?" "It's called a digivice. Now point it at me." Izuku points the digivice at Lobomon's, the human spirit of light, as it starts to go inside it, and he says, "Lobomon? Lobomon!" "It's okay, child. I will always be with you. You may not be able to hear me from now on, but I am here." He's out of his mindscape. He's looking around. He's still feeling the kicks. "Lobomon." "It's okay, child. Say these words. Execute spirit evolution, and I shall help you." Deku looks like rolls out from the pile. They all say, "Get him!" He pulls out the digivice and he's like, looking back at Kachan, looking at the digivice, looking back at Kachan, looking at the digivice, as he says, "Execute spirit evolution." The digital code appears on his hand. He swipes it with his digivice. The red sparks appear. The digicode strays, and the armor starts appearing around. All anyone sees from all around is a bright, shining light as Deku turns into Lobomon. The kids say, "What? What? But he's quirkless. How is he doing this?" As Deku looks at himself, his voice changed. He says, "Kachan, bullying is not right. It is not okay to bully people." As Kachan, with his cocky attitude as always, says, who are you to tell me what's right and wrong? I'm gonna be a hero. I have a flashy quirk. I am the strongest. I can do what I want. Come on, guys, let's get him." As the kid they were trying to bully dips out, saying, I'm not getting involved with this. You're already not beating me up, and I already helped out, so I'm leaving." He runs off. Runs as fast as possible, leaving Kachan and his goons against Deku in his Lobomon form, with all of them saying, "Useless." And the kid with the wing starts flying up. The dude with his long fingers starts trying to whip at Lobomon. As Bakugo starts running, trying to throw a punch. As Izuku just closes his eyes. He stands there. He feels all their hits coming at him, and he moves to the side, dodging the kid with the long fingers. Spins behind the man with the wings, and then grabs Kachan just by his face before he hits an explosion. And then opens his eyes and says, "Kachan, you cannot fight me. I am stronger than you." You will not win. As all the people standing by see this grown man wearing this armor and this long scarf fighting 3 little kids. So they start calling pro heroes. And who shows up? None other than Shoto Aizawa, the underground hero, Eraserhead, trying to settle this. As Izuku just throws Kachan at the tree, chops the kid with the wings in the back of the head, and kicks the kid with the fingers, saying, "You don't bully people because they can fight back." And then Shoto, and then Isaac, and then Eraserhead shows up. Whoa there. They're children. What are you doing there? You're a grown man. And Deku says, No. I'm only 4 years old. As Eraserhead says, don't lie to me. You're not 4. You're a grown man bullying little kids. And Deku saying, no. As he slowly starts to revert back, he looks around like, why did I turn back? And Aizawa looking at him saying, maybe it was this boy's quirk. And then he looks at Izuku saying, You don't fight other children that hard. You don't use your quirk like that. Remember, using your quirk is illegal. And Deku just looking down, saying, I'm sorry. They were bullying a kid and I was trying to help. And then they started bullying me, and then a lot happened, and that I just felt the need to fight. Shoto looks around and understands little kids sometimes squabble, and says, okay, it's okay, kid. Just go back home. Tell your mother what happened. I'll check on the kids. As Eraserhead slowly walks over to check on Kachan and the others, seeing that they're all just knocked out, no broken bones, no anything. So he's just like, yeah, they're okay. As he just slowly waits, and he just sits there and waits for them to wake up so he can take them home. As Deku just runs home saying, Mom! Iko, like, coming out from the kitchen. What's wrong, Izuku? I think my quirk awoke. I think I have a quirk. As Iko drops everything, turns off the stove, picks up Izuku, and like hops into the car and like says, let's go. Let's see what you have, my beautiful boy. I knew you could still be a hero. As Izuku says, thank you, Mom. Now, this is where I'm going to end it off. I'm going to continue in the next part. Don't worry. And also, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a part 0 because it's all backstory. And I'll continue this. What if? It's going to be a great time. I'm going to enjoy this. It's a good story. Now, thanks for watching this far. Please like and subscribe to Earthbound the Immortals. Cue the echo. I'm out.